Tune into Raising Wisdom, where we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potential of your being. In a world where gossip rules, we are grateful that you came back to shine the gems on your crown, here on Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. I'm your girl, Nico Sakari, the Mad Alchemist. Catch us live Wednesdays at 8, and just for some extra love, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Welcome back to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. It is here we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Together, we will navigate the complexities of life, seeking the elusive wisdom that enriches our minds and souls. So get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potential of your being. High vibrations. I'm your girl, Nico Sakari, the Mad Alchemist. And it's episode 19, y'all. I'm so very excited. Our topic is spiritual awakening. However, we got a couple of things that I want to get into first. Let me give y'all the breakdown of the number 19, right? So in numerology, which is a study of the mystical significance of numbers, 19 is often associated with qualities such as independence, leadership, and self-determination. And what is super cool is the Hebrew letter assigned to the numerical value of the number 19 is equivalent to the word faith. I have a goal to one day be able to interview 19 Keys. Y'all, when I tell y'all I love this man, Taurus, gang. I really appreciate the work that he is doing. I look up to him and I aspire to do some of the same things that he is doing when it comes to bringing power to the people, bringing understanding and knowledge to the people, and just being of service to the people in general when it comes to elevation and just moving forward in a positive, high vibrational direction. Cool. So this is a good time for me. Episode 19. Y'all bear with me because I'm really showing up for you guys because of consistency, and I'm a woman of my word. I'm going through a lot. I lost one of my younger brothers, and it is tearing me up inside. So bear with me. But we're going to get through this. We are going to get through this. So let's see what's going on with the cosmos. Right? It is wanting gibbous tonight. We just came out of, what do you call that thing? Okay. Full moon in Gemini. Yeah. We just had a full moon in Gemini. Okay, so I don't know if you guys were able to get info on that. I'm still a little cloudy with it. I'm still learning about the full moon in Gemini. However, you know, you have the 3 days before and you have the 3 days after the full moon in order to do your positive, whatever rituals that you want to do, you know, to kind of quantum leap into where you're trying to go. So, however, tonight we have the waning gibbous moon, and in this phase, it's the lunar cycle that occurs after the full moon and before the last quarter moon. So during this phase, the illuminated portion of the moon is decreasing and moving from a full moon towards a last quarter moon. It's called waning because the brightness of the moon is diminishing. So what do we do in this time? Got a lot of notes. Going to need them, especially for this episode. So releasing and letting go. The waning phase of the moon is often associated with the idea of releasing and letting go the things that no longer serve you. We are huge on that here at Raising Wisdom, right? This could be negative emotions, old habits, or any aspects of your life that need shedding. Okay? Reflection and evaluation. As the moon decreases in brightness, it may seem as a time for self-reflection and evaluation. Check yourself. Look in the mirror. Do some mirror work, okay? Cleansing and renewal. Some spiritual views in regards to the Juan and Gibbous moon sets you up for cleansing and renewal. So this may involve purifying the mind, body, and spirit, and preparing for new beginnings that come with the upcoming lunar cycle. Okay, so the things that you need to do with that: purification, holy oils, lots of basil in your life. You can utilize some peppermint and some star anise as well. Lemon would be good to add to a spiritual bath for purification and cleansing, and white candles. Harvest and gratitude, okay? The Juan and Gibbous also is associated with the harvest season. So it can symbolize a time of reaping the rewards of your efforts and expressing gratitude for what has been achieved. So high vibrations, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude for all of the many blessings, the open doors, and all of those things that we have coming our way. Okay? And balance and integration. So this is a good one. So the waxing and waning of the moon are often seen as a natural cycle of balance, right? So the Juan and Gibbous phase may represent a balance between the light and the dark, urging individuals to find equilibrium in their lives. So if things are a little weird, off balance, you know, it's just time. This is a time to gain your footing in where you are, you know, in your journey, where you are as far as your goals. Spiritual awakening is what we are talking about this evening. And I wanted to talk about this because, of course, you know, we're in the age of Aquarius, and this is a time for people to open up and seek knowledge, and the veil is being lifted and things of that nature. High vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, spiritual awakening is what we're talking about. And everybody doesn't necessarily understand what that is or even what that means. You know, they're just like, oh, okay, everybody's on a journey. However, it's a big deal. And hopefully you are also blessed to be able to go through a spiritual awakening yourself. If you are not and you have questions, you are in the right place, because I'm going to break a few things down for you. Let's talk about the nature of spiritual awakening. Again, you guys, please give me grace. I have a lot of notes and I'm going to be reading a lot from them because, again, I lost one of my younger brothers, and I am doing my best to show up for you guys in the best way possible, be a lady of my word, and just be completely authentic with you and me, okay? But in the meantime, business must be done, okay? What is it called? We're standing on business, okay? Episode 19 is what we're doing. So let's get into it. The nature of spiritual awakening, okay? So check this out. Spiritual awakening, often described as a profound shift in consciousness, is a personal and transformative experience that touches the very core of one's being. It's a journey that leads to an expanded awareness, inner peace, and connection with something greater than ourselves. Now, most of us come from a spiritual background, whether that be mostly religious, okay? And that can be the beginning factor of where the journey begins. So let me share. For me, right? When I was going through my awakening, I can say, you know, people will ask you, well, when did it begin? And I'm going to just tell you that from the beginning, I was always asking questions. And, you know, I'm an 80s baby. So back then I'd be like, don't question God, you know, this, that, and the other. But I'm like, if you read the scriptures, because often, unfortunately, you know, a lot of people do not read the scriptures. They kind of go to church, they show up, they listen to the pastor, they say a few things, and they're like, oh, okay, we in there, okay? But that's not how it works. You really do have to search diligently. You do need to place yourself out there. You need to read, okay? It's important, yo. Like, you know, you want to be able to expand your thinking past, you know, what someone else is just telling you. You know, you have to do your own research for yourself, especially when you're trying to seek the Most High. You're trying to be more connected with source. So for me, I always had questions. When I was a little girl, I had questions, and they would look at me crazy because, you know, along my journey and everything, I've got the tattoos, and I told you I got like over 30 tattoos or something. I got the piercings, you know, stuff like that. So I did not look like everybody else in church. I came up Seventh-day Adventist. Big up to my grandma, because that foundation was a strong foundation for my family. You know, we all love the Lord. However, I just kind of ventured out a little bit and I had to go on a spiritual journey to understand what the Creator means to me. You know, what that looks like. What does He want from us? What does she? Don't get me started. Okay. Now, I have a Hebrew Bible called Sefer. So, I when I refer to the Creator, you know, that can be variations of what you may be used to, okay? And I'm about fact, not fiction, of what makes people feel good. Now, this might ruffle a little feathers, okay? Because talking religion is, people are sensitive about their shit, okay? However, you know, truth is truth. And when you're reading the Hebrew Bible, when you're reading the Sefer, even the Septuagint, it's talking about Elohim, okay? And Elohim, there are many. So, let's get into it. Anyway, I had a lot of questions, and I needed the answers. And along my path of praying diligently, certain things were revealed to me, and certain gifts that I have were strengthened. So, in my spiritual awakening, it came natural to me. I was very much inviting for whatever was to come, because I am a lover of knowledge. I am a lover of wisdom. Okay. So I was inviting whatever was coming my way as far as the transformations that were happening in my journey. Now, don't get me wrong. I was upset. I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, so what do you mean? I've been lied to about this? And this, and this, and this. So who am I? What does that even mean? Right? It was very lonely. Okay. And when you're on this spiritual awakening for real, and you're trying to find out the truth, because my whole thing is this, y'all. Ignorance is bliss. Okay. But for the man that seeketh knowledge and wisdom, when your eyes are opened, they cannot be closed back. No matter how bad you try to keep them shut. You know, you don't want to open them up to certain things. You can never go back. You can never. Not comfortably. You understand what I'm saying? Many are called, but few are chosen. So this ain't for the weak. All right? Because this is going to challenge the very threads of your belief systems. And what's interesting about your belief systems is, y'all, in this lifetime, it just depends on where you dropped in the world, okay? If I was dropped in India, I'd probably be Hindu, okay? If I was dropped anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on where you at in this realm, in this lifetime that you are experiencing. So, the nature of the spiritual awakening, these are the things that takes place. It's transformative. It's a transformative experience. It's very personal, okay? Where you're expanding your awareness. You're seeking inner peace. You want a freaking change. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit is yearning to bust through and show you some things. But you're going to have to go through this transformative period in order to reach them, okay? So it's getting real. So let's talk about some key themes of spiritual awakening. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are so kind to me. Thank you so much. Let's explore some common themes associated with spiritual awakening. The first theme is expanded awareness. Okay. So this is when you become in tune, I like to call it. Okay. This is where the frequencies are escalating and you can become in tune. Your eyes are open. You are seeing the shenanigans for what it is, okay? And when that starts to happen, it's almost like Source starts to throw things in your direction. You start learning about a lot of different, how the scriptures are also metaphysical. You start to learn about the correlations between the universe and you and the universe out in the projection that we have in the firmament, okay? Individuals often report a heightened sense of perception and connection with their surroundings and the world at large. How that relates, like how I can relate to that is I talk a lot about intuition. That's just one of my gifts, okay? I feel energy from miles away. I feel, my intuition has never steered me in the wrong direction. It's when I don't listen to it where we got problems. You know what I mean? This increased awareness, serves as a gateway to inner peace and tranquility, which is our second theme. So let me tell you what's interesting about a spiritual awakening, because a lot of folk faking it. You have to have a yearning inside of you for change. You have to have gone through some darkness in order to be the light that you were destined to be. You have to, because this ain't for the weak, and this is just not something that you're daintily just easing into, and it's like, oh, I'm awakened. No, like this is a real true journey, and you have to really yearn for answers. You have to be really like your spirit is yearning to be closer to Source. I know that's what it's like for me and those individuals that I have come across, whether it be clients, friends, family, associates, people that I met in different spaces. It's usually that yearning to be closer to Source and oneness. Okay. You just get sick and tired of being sick and tired of the same matrix that we're in. Why is everybody so negative? And why are most people drawn to negativity and gossip and violence and, all the darkness? So it can be heavy to be a light in this situation. Okay. As values undergo a significant transformation, our third theme comes into play when you have a shift in your priorities, okay? The things that were important to you before is not the things that are important to you now. That stuff is minuscule, okay? And that's how you know, okay, I'm growing a little bit, okay? The pursuit of materialistic goals take a back seat as inner growth, compassion, and connection with others become more central to one's life. In other words, y'all, materialistic things cannot replace real friends, real love, truth, connection with nature. Materialistic things won't compensate for that, because not gonna cry. My younger brother, and when I was speaking to his mom, what he left out of here with, he just had a bag. All his stuff was in a bag. What was on the inside in regards to his spirit, how he fed his spirit, that's what matters. And so this is what this is saying as far as our third theme, and how your values undergo a huge transformation, a significant transformation, when you stop being shallow and choosing to to dance in ignorance. Okay. And you choose to grow up a little bit, see things with your third eye. Okay. So that's what that's talking about. Inner growth. Once that happens, you'll start seeing things differently. And if you're doing the work, you're going to want to elevate as you grow. You're going to want to reach those heights, okay, that Source is expecting for you to reach. We all have a purpose, and it's a blessing to either be able to know your purpose now or be moving in the direction of, and it's the best feeling ever. If you've ever felt alone, knowing what your purpose is, and you can do that by doing the work on you. Because until that happens, you're not really living. And you might have to come back for a third, fourth, fifth, second, 10th round. I don't know your story, but I ain't trying to come back. I told you that before. Anywho, excuse me. Another significant theme in the connection with the divine, right? Is many who undergo spiritual awakening report a stronger connection with a higher power. Okay. The divine or universal energy. The connection provides a sense of purpose and guidance in life. When you seek that stronger connection with the divine, with the all, with Source, with the Creator, it feels so much better. It feels warm. It feels like you belong. I remember, y'all, when I was going through things and I would just break down. I promise you, I would just break down and I would be screaming out. Not screaming, but wailing almost. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. And now that I look back on that, that was my inner self screaming to get out of this matrix system. I didn't belong there. I never belonged in a box. I always had questions. I always utilized my gifts for a higher purpose, higher understanding. You find purpose once you seek that stronger connection with the all. Okay? If that's God to you, that's perfect. The Most High, more wonderful. The universe, all of that. It's important to gain that relationship. Because some people out here flexing, I'm be honest. Some people out here flexing, having prayer time, prayer circles, Bible studies, back and forth to this doggone church all the time. 3, 4, 5 times a doggone week. Probably exaggerating. But you know what I'm saying. And I don't have no real connection. Ain't reading nothing. Ain't trying to utilize that energy so that you can recharge yourself. So you can reinvent, redefine yourself in a higher light. Again, I'm going to go back to it, y'all. I haven't reminded you of this in a while. But one of my main goals is for my heart to be able to be as light as a feather, right? Meaning I've attained a certain amount of balance within this avatar that I'm in this lifetime that I am in, to where once it is my time to go towards the light, it'll be leveled out. So it's almost like when you say, oh, okay, well done. It'll be a well done, you good. Join the ancestors, Nico. That's what I'm looking forward to. Okay. And my work that I do in my purpose, my work in this realm is personal. Once the spiritual awakening journey that I have been on and will continuously be on until the end of my time here in this body, that's what it's about for me. It is personal. This is between me and higher self and the Creator. I got questions. I need answers. And I also want to be of service to others. So let me use me as a testimony for others to be able to know that you can go through this. You can make it through this. These things can manifest into your life, with prayer, with meditation, with proper shadow work, with change. You know, it takes work, y'all. But I'm delightful in every step of this way. I can tell you that much. And if you are on your own spiritual journey, I'm sure that you can relate, which is amazing. That's why I love talking to y'all. And I'm so glad that I chose to come and I'm talking to y'all tonight. Seriously. That becomes like, you know, super important is finding a connection with the higher power. The connection provides a sense of purpose and guidance in life. Okay. So emotional healing is our fifth theme. Okay. Past traumas and emotional wounds may surface during this journey, offering an opportunity for healing and personal growth. Ego dissolution, our sixth theme, involves a transformation of dissolution of the ego, leading to a more humble and interconnected sense of self. Cool. So let's go back to the fifth theme. The fifth theme is taking care of these past traumas and emotional wounds that will surface along your journey. Okay. Because you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to deal with those in order to reach the heights that you were destined to meet. And that can be hard. We have several episodes speaking of doing these things, taking care of your childhood trauma, you know, letting go things that no longer serve you, shining bright unapologetically. You know, these are things that works on your esteem, your confidence, what you really feel about yourself, those demons that you're fighting inside. Those episodes speak to that, okay? And in this fifth theme, the past traumas and emotional wounds that may surface in the journey, it speaks to that as well. And okay, to the sixth theme, I don't know, I'm getting all tongue twisted, y'all. Ego dissolution. Your ego has no purpose here in your spiritual journey. It's just gonna get you in trouble because I don't really care about what your ego got to say. Your ego been running your life this whole time, lying to you. Okay, so let's put the ego to the side for a minute, because in this spiritual journey, our purpose is not to feed the ego. It's to feed the spirit. It's to feed the soul. Okay. So ego dissolution, our sixth theme, involves a transformation of dissolution of the ego. Dismantle the ego. Conquer ego. Do not let ego conquer you. And our seventh theme is increased compassion. Okay, you just become one big love bug. That's like the greatest thing about, like, you know, your spiritual awakening and being on this journey is that you open your heart up. Oh my goodness, high vibrations. Holy hallelujah. You open up your heart chakra in ways that you become vulnerable to what the Creator has for you. You become vulnerable for what your ancestors are showing you, you know, and you have a lot more compassion because you feel a oneness. All right. That's very, very important. Spiritual awakening often deepens empathy and compassion towards others, fostering a greater understanding of the interconnectedness of all life, which means this gets deep, okay? I speak of many lifetimes. I speak of this being our avatar because what we don't understand that this is the carnal, this is the flesh, okay? I used to say, you know, I'm more spiritual than I am carnal, which I am. I can still say that I am. I'm trying to find a balance because sometimes, because I'm so much more spiritual than I am carnal, I get absolutely disgusted with being here. I ain't gonna cap to you. I get disgusted with being here. Because for what? Like, these muggles. Ugh. It's a lot. And Earth is ghetto. So, here we are. Okay? But the interconnectedness is that each one teach one. We all are connected in some form and fashion. We can definitely, we may share some of the same experiences. It just depends on how we've all dealt with those experiences, how we reacted to the obstacles that has come our way. Somebody may have taken a road, let's take someone being in a homeless, being homeless, and they took a certain path, and it led them a certain way, and you was homeless and you took a certain path and it went a certain way. The only difference between you guys is the decision that you made. You understand what I'm saying? So we're all connected, whether we want to believe it or not, child, because I have a perpetual hatred for, for certain spirits, okay? Because the ratchetness has to stop. But the beautiful thing about the age of Aquarius is that the veil is lifting, right? Becoming thinner. And we're able to see things for what they are. Things are exposing themselves for what they are, and if you're following, if you are a seeker of truth, you are a biblical scholar. If you pay attention to the scriptures, things are coming to pass. All right. It is definitely coming to pass. I don't know what chapter of Revelation we in at this time. My father says it's 13. We'll look it up. Okay. Now, boop, 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 boop. I apologize to you all. I've just lost my space. Okay, let me finish this out. So we're in the 7th theme still. So spiritual awakening often deepens empathy and compassion towards others, fostering a greater understanding of the interconnectedness of all life. These themes that I just mentioned, among others, contribute to the rich tapestry of the spiritual awakening experience, y'all. There's so much more to this. I might have to expand this further. But let me tell you real quick. To better understand the spiritual awakening journey, let's explore some elements and practices associated with it, right? So we speak about mindfulness. Mindfulness and presence play a crucial role with practices like mindfulness meditation, helping individuals cultivate a deep sense of presence and attention to their inner experiences. Okay? Inner exploration. Our second element involves introspection practices like self-reflection and contemplation. Connecting with nature, our third element, okay? Big thing is often reported as a profound and spiritual experience during the journey. Hug a tree, put your feet in the ground. You will thank me for it later. I mean, seriously, have a whole moment. Now, it's a little cold now on my part of the world, on our side of the world here. When you have the moment to connect with nature, go outside, drink you some tea, look at the stars, if you are a lover of the winter. I am not. Do what you got to do to be as close with nature as you can. Get yourself a plant. I did not know. I have an affirmation, right? That I nurture all living things in this house. And every time I say it, I think about, of course, my children, but I think about my plant babies. Because I got plants all over. And so as soon as I say that, I think to nurture it, to water it, to take care of it. When I see a plant, that affirmation comes to my mind. Like, did I nurture this living thing in this home today? And that is one of my connections with nature that I have. Because taking care of a plant is very sacred. Because they are alive. They're very much alive too. Look it up. Okay, so. Boop, 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 boop. Where was I? I lost my place. Okay, cool. Found it. Synchronicities. This is one of my favorites. So, synchronicities, the fourth element, are meaningful coincidences that individuals interpret as signs or guidance on their spiritual path. Altered states of consciousness is our fifth element. So, let me talk about the fourth element a little bit. Synchronicities. So we all love our angel numbers. If you do not know what angel numbers are, they're when you have a synchronicity of 111, 222, 333, 444, my favorite, 1111, you know, things like that. Find out what your number is, what you see often. I see all of these numbers all of the time, especially 911, 1111, 111, 444 on a great, you know, I can see all of them in one day. It's happened. Trust. Because I have a strong connection with nature, I'll tell you something that happened, and I will try not to cry. I was in the car. I had to pick something up for my baby, Levi. And I was sitting, you know, I got back into my driveway. I'm back home now. And I'm sitting in the car. And I'm listening to Andre 3 Stacks album, the first song, you know. I wish I could have came up with a rap song, but you know. Have y'all been listening to this? If not, you're slipping, you're tripping. That's what you need to do tonight, okay? Go to sleep to his album. But anyway, I was listening to that track, and I was thinking about my younger brother. And I felt something. And in that instance, I want to say about 50 birds landed. Well, first it was just a few. They was trickling into my yard. And then it was like 50 of them, and they all was just there. They were just all there, and they settled, and I had this heavy, like, cry, you know. It was internal, though, you know. And I just let out a real heavy cry, because I was thinking about his spirit. I was thinking about if he was okay and things like that. And that's when all them birds came into my yard. And then they left. They all flew together into the sky. It was beautiful. And they left. And I dried my tears. And I was like, okay, I hear you. I see you. For me, because of my connectedness and stuff with the divine and nature, that was a huge sign for me. So that's just an example of what I mean by that. The fifth element, and I'm going to try to get through this because we're almost wrapping up, you guys. Altered states of consciousness can be experienced during practices like meditation or prayer. I don't know if you've ever experienced this yet. And you can also teas like Maline, motherwort also help to enhance this experience. But when you're in meditation or prayer and you just get lost in it, it's almost like you can have an out-of-body experience. And that's your higher self, just in its pure form. Relish in that, okay? Don't take that lightly. That's a beautiful space to be in. And if you're not there yet, keep working on it. Keep working at it. And the closer that you get to the Creator, I'm telling you, y'all, the more beautiful and vibrant things are. Just, things is not the same no more. You don't get upset about minuscule things. You know, you're very mindful of the way that you move in this world. Okay. You also stop caring about everybody and what their opinions are, and what, like, it, once you have that connectedness and understanding in this spiritual journey, things start to change in the most beautiful ways. Okay. So holistic health practices are our sixth element, and that may include a focus on physical well-being, nutrition, and alternate healing modalities. I am also a healer, okay? I am a holistic consultant as well. Holla at your girl. I got you. Also, I have an alchemic skincare company called Natural Sakari, okay? Be the natural you. I will put that information in a link below, so you can check that out. Luxuriate in plant-based skin and hair care for naturally glowing and lustrous results. Indulge in luxurious soaps, massage oils, body butters, and so much more. Get 15% off your first order. Also, explore our amazing literature that will help you navigate within your journey. Make sure you stay up to date with our weekly blog that has a plethora of information concerning health and wellness. Natural Sakari, be the natural you. But yes, eating to live is so much better, okay? I mean, you feel better, you feel lighter, you have energy. It's a vibe. And you have to want it. When you're in that mindset to where you're like, I'm not eating this shit no more. Okay? Like, I really want to do better for myself. I need more water. Excuse me. I'm add a little chlorophyll to it. You know, I want to be able to detox my body. I want to be able to not start my day off with a coffee, but I'll have some tea. Or not start my day off eating trash, but let me eat this fruit real quick. Or start off with vegetables, because it's good to start with vegetables because it creates this lining, like a protective lining in your gut. And everything else that you eat, it kind of wraps it up in that lining. And that's why if you're eating a lot of vegetables and then you eating all this other stuff, everything kind of flows out naturally, if you know what I mean. Seeking wisdom and knowledge, our seventh element, often leads individuals to explore various spiritual or philosophical traditions and seek guidance from spiritual teachers. And I do that on a daily, for sure. A teacher has to have a teacher, right? I'm forever learning, and I love it. I'm a little nerd though, so I like learning anyway. I'm Taurus Sun, Saggy Moon, Aquarius rising. I was built for this. I'm true to this. You understand? So this is easy for me. Seeking wisdom and knowledge is what I do. Okay? Mad alchemist for a reason. I literally alchemize every single thing that's going on in my world. Okay? And that in itself is a skill. Okay? Vibe with me, holler at me for more information if you want to learn how to do that. And the eighth element is emotional healing, as past traumas and unresolved emotions come to the surface, providing an opportunity for healing and growth. Detachment from materialism. Our ninth element involves a shift toward inner fulfillment and purpose. All right? Let go of the stuff. It's just stuff. Okay? It's a bunch of atoms built up that you done paid money for, and poof, be gone. It's nothing. All of this stuff is nothing. You own nothing. Okay? Like, so that's what it is. High vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free, my boy. What's going on? You all right? Y'all, Schmitty just entered the chat. That's what's up. Thanks for joining. Let me move on. Smitty, I was just talking about holistic health practices. Okay, we're talking about spiritual awakening and all the different elements that make up this amazing journey. So I just spoke about holistic health practices as our sixth element. Inner fulfillment and purpose. When you are exhibiting gratitude, everything else will come. When you're grateful for what you have in front of you right now, you're grateful for that car, you're grateful for that job that you're able to pay your bills every month and having a roof over your head. You're grateful for your family. You're grateful for having these things. It sounds like, oh, I don't want to just subject myself to being humble. That's not what it's about. It's about being grateful for what you already have. When you're grateful for whatever you already have, everything else is an addition. Okay? Everything else just enhances you. It's an addition to, and it's a testament to your growth. Okay? So try to master being grateful, having an attitude of gratitude. I'll put the link to that book down below, Attitude of Gratitude. I actually have it up there too. I got so many books, y'all. So, excuse me. So as we wrap up this exploration into spiritual awakening, it's important to recognize that this journey is highly personal and subjective. This is not for the weak. This is something that you would want to do. This is something that Spirit is pushing you to do. Okay? This is something that you will have to exhibit in order to move to the next level of your vibration. Different people may undergo unique experiences, and the associated elements can manifest in various ways. I got a ringing in my ear. It just hit me. Wow. I'm on the right track. You talking about them synchronicities? That's one of them. Look it up. So whether you're on a spiritual path or simply curious about the human experience, I hope that this episode has provided valuable insights into profound and transformative nature of spiritual awakening. Okay. Now, thank you so much for joining Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. I want to give you guys some affirmations. Usually they are short, but for this episode, episode 19, they are longer. Number 1. Affirmation for expanded awareness. This is what this affirmation is for. I am open to affirmation for expanded awareness. I am open to the infinite possibilities of expanded awareness. My perception is heightened and I embrace the interconnections of all things. I will say that again. I am open to the infinite possibilities of expanded awareness. My perception is heightened and I embrace the interconnectedness of all things. Okay. Affirmation. This is the number 2. This is an affirmation for inner peace and tranquility. In the stillness of my being, I find profound inner peace. Okay. I release stress, anxiety, and fear, allowing tranquility to flow through me like a calm and gentle river. I am not shortening these because every word is important, okay? So let me go through number 2 again. This is an affirmation for inner peace and tranquility. In the stillness of my being, I find profound inner peace. I release stress, anxiety, and fear, allowing tranquility to flow through me like a calm and gentle river. And number 3, this is an affirmation for compassion and connection. Okay. High vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. You caught us at the end. You can find this episode airing on Sunday on my YouTube channel, Pressure Makes Diamonds. I love you lots. Come earlier. So number 3, affirmation for compassion and connection. I am a vessel of love and compassion. My heart is open to the beauty of connection with others, and I contribute positively to the well-being of the world around me. Okay? I am a vessel of love and compassion. My heart is open to the beauty of connection with others, and I contribute positively to the well-being of the world around me. Okay? So, again, like I told you guys last episode, I'm already working on the Ultimate Planner 2024. Okay, really excited. This is our third year doing the Ultimate Planner. Super, super fun. And this time I'm going to make it a Raising Wisdom edition. So stay tuned for that, because I'm going to give out a few to my tribe. I wanted to touch on a few other things, but we'll do that in another segment. You guys, I thank you so much for rocking with me. Please give me grace in this episode. Your girl's dealing with a lot, but all praises to the Most High, where we will get through it. High vibrational prayers are very much welcomed. Love and light is very welcomed in this moment of grief and in mourning. So, guys, my tribe. In a world where gossip rules, I am grateful that you came back to shine the gems on your crown here on Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. So have a joyful and prolific rest of your week. Love with light. Oh, also, did y'all have a good time last episode? Because I did. Stay tuned, because I believe next week, is it next week? We gonna have another guest? It's either next week or the week after that, okay? I'm gonna keep y'all in tune, all right? Love you. Peace. I'm sorry. That's war. Peace.